Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, you're in for a little bit of a treat. We are going to spread the wash water. What's the wash water, you ask? The wash water is all of our waste water that the farm produces through washing of the milk pipeline, washing of the tank, our milk buckets, any water that we use to wash or that we don't use and we dump down the drains, all gets pumped to a wastewater reservoir. We're gonna call it that. Also known as a lagoon. Our lagoon is over there behind all those weeds. They are well watered, as you can guess. So we have that, it's full. This is normally when I like to spread it this time of year. Our neighbor just on the other side of the fence row over there, he is as so kind to let us spread the water on that hay. It's better for me. It's nice for him that we can spread it because we're not fighting the mud and the muck in the spring or in the fall. Also, the farm that we are on, it's soybeans right now, so you really don't want to be driving out there. But before they plant, you really don't want to be spreading water because it makes the soil wetter so they can't plant. And then after they plant, you only have a few days window to spread the water before it rains. And with the springs we've been having lately, it rains fairly quickly after and I can't get out and do it. So we're in a drought right now, so it's kind of perfect. It's not that far. I've already got, so the system we have is a reel on a little trolley. I can pull it all the way out to the other end of the field. There's a little gas motor on there that pulls it in. I got our tractor on the pump. We got some lines that run out to the reel. We pump that water out, it pulls it in. It goes for about 3 to 4 hours it takes to pull the whole run in. I believe that's about 400 feet. And it spreads that water out perfectly over everything. Now, we don't have any solids in our wash water. Some cow, like a lot of cow farmers or pig farmers, there's a lot of solids in there. The cows, they'll have a lot of straw. We don't have any of that because we are a pack barn. So what the pack barn is you'll see we bed the pens. There's no water in there, so we scoop that out with the front of the tractor, or we've done it with a skid steer before. Anything that's got a front loader on it that we can use to scoop that out, and then it just sits on a pile at the end of the barn until they pull it away. But yeah, as you can see, a little full. It's nasty. It smells kind of funny. You get a little bit of milk in there, that milk, rotten milk smell mixed with water, just, and all the chemicals. Well, the chemicals are very, very diluted. Just so everybody knows, it is not harmful to the land or to the crops or to fish in the fishways, or otherwise they would not be letting us use them. And they're not, clearly not harmful for humans, because when we're done, we're putting that product back in and everything gets sanitized and with all these things so that people like you and me are eating an extremely healthy, sanitary product that's good for us. We don't like to be putting junk into our bodies because then you get junk out. So that's what we're up for the scoop today. We're going to show you a bit of the process of unfolding it and just all the fun stuff that goes with it. So it is after lunch now. It will probably only get one pull done today, and then hopefully we can do the rest tomorrow or another day. I got some other plans for tomorrow. We'll see what happens and we'll go from there. Stay tuned for more information. So we're out in the field here now. Got my trusty helper Sadie with me. Say hi, Sadie.
Hi.
We are now going to connect the pump, which is at the lagoon. Well, it's not there yet, but it will be. to the reel out there in the field. Now the reel will show you how that all works, but we get to use these nice aluminum pieces of pipe, lay them all out through the bean field, through this little fence line here. There's not too many bushes in there, but yeah, the lagoon's right over there. It's probably a good 60-80 feet, so a couple lengths, and we'll have her all set up. We're gonna show you how that works and go from there. Then we have this flexible hose here that we use to go from the end of the galvanized pipe to the hose reel. It's really not all that heavy. I can still fill them with one hand. Got a little rubber gasket in there. Put that on. Hard clamp on that side. Snapperoo. She's good to go. And then on this side, just a quick connect. Like all the other pipes. We're all set. Now for this reel that we have here, these are booms that extend out. There's three parts to the wing on both sides, and then there's the cart that everything rides on. Now it takes two people to unfold it. My brother is helping me today. He works with my dad on the pig farm. This is their unit that I'm able to use. They use it a lot more than I do. I use it for a day and a year. They have millions and millions and millions of gallons of pig manure that they spread with this thing on land that is close by, so it's more feasible for them to afford this. And then, you know, because they're nice people, they let me use it for the couple hours, minutes that I need it for. So when he gets here, we're gonna unfold this thing and hopefully start pumping some water. we're having a few issues with the battery on the reel. It pulls the reel in, I'm gonna jump it. You have to hook the tractor up to up front there, and we have to pull this all the way to the other end of the field. And in order to pull it out without this thing moving, they have these brakes. We had to release those with the tractor, hydraulics, in order to be able to do that. And well, my truck doesn't have hydraulics. We did that, now we're gonna pull her out. Now the one tire on the cart is flat, so I'm off back to the farm, which is right there, to go grab the air compressor, pump that sucker up. Hopefully it holds air all the way to the end. If not, we're going to pump it up as we're still spreading. It does not go very fast, so don't worry, I'm not going to kill myself by getting run over. Yeah, just short little dilemmas. So we're going to go get that pumped up, and then we can maybe get going. Oh yeah, look at that. So we got her tire all pumped up and everything's ready to roll. We just are gonna pull it out now with the tractor. The terrain is not perfectly level, which is completely fine. We just, the one end of the boom, because it's 90 feet wide, because the boom is 90 feet wide, one end will touch the ground and the other end will be well off the ground. So he wants me to hang on the one end that's way up in the air to pull the other end off the ground for a little while. Wherever direction he goes, that's where it's gonna trail right back in again. So he's gotta watch where he's going. There's a nice tree up there. We must have some kind of squeaky bearing, because it sounds a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep an eye and a watch back here. Ben said sometimes it locks in place. Not all the time, but sometimes. Now it's been a while since we've had this thing pulled out. They did not use it this spring. Somebody else had it last fall. So it's been a while since it's been used. So we're working out all the quirks. So some of you might be asking, what's that white piece? Well, that's so that when we're at the farm, we can make sure that it's churning still. It'll be going the other way, of course. It'll be very slow, but you'll be able to look for that one white thing and watch it hide, and then you know if you're good or not. So, he's about halfway up to the road. We're just gonna stay watch for a little while. Make sure we keep our phones open and free and ready if needed. A little bit of a hiccup there is making sure he doesn't whack there's a tree branch down over there that came from the storm, and he just passed it nicely. Didn't want to smoke it with the end of the boom and cause more issues. All right, now he's pretty much at the end. Now that he's all the way there, we're gonna run back to the farm. We gotta hook that tractor up to the pump and get that whole situation all figured out. And then once we start pumping water, then Ben will be able to hop in my pickup, run back out here because he's got to engage that once we start to get water out the end. Not gonna hook the PTO up yet. We got a couple tight turns. Don't want to break it. So we don't get much vacuum. The hose is broken. So we gotta chop off a few feet. Nope, you gotta get a whole new one. Junk down there too. Little update for you on spreading water here. I'm over at the lagoon, just checking out the tractor. We're getting there, we're getting there. You can start to see the dirt on the sides. That'll let you kind of know roughly how much we've taken out. I think we've taken out about a foot already. Now you got to remember the slope on the side of the hill. You can't measure that. You got to kind of guess where the water level was, come straight across. Because there's one thing I can teach you here. All right? Water never lies. Okay? You want to know if it's level? Just dump some water on there. Water can't lie. It's impossible for water to lie. Now, you might tell me, oh yeah, when it's frozen, but then it's ice, it's not water. So, I'm right. So we're gonna check the tractor out here. We're gonna make sure she's not getting too hot. It is a nice cool day. Perfect. PTO's turning away. Tractor's running nice. The reel, on the other hand, that motor, it keeps cutting out. I just got back from checking it out, and it's being wonky. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Might have to do a little bit of work to that in the morning, but yeah, we're getting there. It's way over there now. Used to be way down there, now it's over here. So we're getting there. We'll check in with you a little bit later. I gotta go back to doing some chores with the hired help. My man. My main man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for my day. We got a little bit done. Lots of issues with the spreader. It's unfortunate. But tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully we got them all worked out. We'll get things sorted out and figured out. And we'll be ready to rock tomorrow. Drop that lagoon. Drop it.
Be sure to share this video with all your friends if you even slightly liked it. As for now, till tomorrow.